Imogenxstitcher. My pronouns are she, her. It is Thursday the 9th of June and it's a little bit cloudy here in the northeast of England, but it's a bit warm. It is about 16 degrees, which is like 60 Fahrenheit. But it's like 80% humidity. So it's like, we don't cope well with humidity here in England. So it's like, it feels like it needs to thunder, but I don't think we're gonna get any thunder. Which is a shame, because I don't know the last time we had a good thunderstorm. So welcome if you're new. I'm trying to drink because I got this scratchy throat and I don't want it to turn into anything. Welcome back if you're coming back. It's nice to see you. It's nice to be here. So first of all, I'm shuffling my cards here. If you can hear it, I don't know how bad that audio is going to be, because last time, my last video, I showed you that I got this new tarot deck, Divine Feminine by Kukarina, and I had messaged or commented on Imogenxstitch, I think it was their first video or their second video. I can't remember. They pulled a tarot card at the end of their video. I talked about this in my other video. Too many videos. And I had just bought this new deck, and I've been doing some readings with it and getting back into it, because I was into it before. My mum's really into it, but I'm kind of need to exercise my psychic, not really psychic, but like opening my mind to the universe, because the universe is shouting at me. Like, wow, there is a ton going on in the universe to listen to. So yeah, I had commented on Imogen's video, asking if she would mind if I took some inspiration for it and pulled a card on my video too, just to kind of, I don't know, like get me into the mood, into the habit maybe of getting my deck out. Don't really need that because I have used it a lot this past week, but you know, if I put it in here and I do this every 2 weeks, at least I'll touch them every 2 weeks. So anyway, she pulled one at the end, but I was thinking I could pull one at the start and it would focus my mind to what was happening now, and I could kind of refer back to it I don't know if it's going to work out. But if you don't know tarot cards, I'm probably not the best person to teach you about it. There are plenty of people on Instagram and YouTube who know far more about it than I do, and I would look up Imogen if you haven't already, which you probably have because she's amazing. But she pointed me to Madam Adam on Instagram, and he's amazing if you want to look into it. But essentially it is a deck of cards and you shuffle them thinking of like a question you like answered, or just kind of get a general feeling, and there are meanings to each of the cards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull one card and see what its what kind of it says for our community. So I'm thinking of our stitching, I'm thinking of our community, I'm thinking of Flosstube and how we're all communicating, and whether it's got any advice. So I've shuffled them while thinking of that. I'm going to split them. My mum always tells me to split them with my left hand, so I've done that. And we're going to pull a card, and it's called the Ten of Cups. And now I'm trying to remember what all of these cards mean, and I think this is just about celebrating. I'm gonna get this wrong when I actually read the book, but celebrating that your cup is overflowing, and well, I'm not very good at this, so let's see. I'm gonna put it up here so we can see it, and it goes with the black and gold theme. I love it, but it's just a frame that has a little lip in it so it can stick in. I want to get some kind of proper display thing for it, but until we get that, it can live there, because I tried it on here earlier and it just fell off. So now stick with me on this, because I will get better at it, and I will hopefully get smoother. So 10 of Cups. So this is what this book says. There's tons of different interpretations, as me and Imogen have been discussing, of different cards, but let's go with this. So the key words are joy, contentment, and being present. Don't wait for perfection. Let your joy bubble over whenever you feel called to. 10 cups are arranged in a rainbow of perfect alignment. I'm going to show you it again, because it's just beautiful. 10 cups are arranged in a rainbow of perfect alignment, but life is rarely perfect, and we can't expect perfection in order to be happy. Instead, this card is an invitation to allow for momentary happiness, a loved one's laughter, a beautiful sunset, or dancing to a favourite song. I think I would add working on a whip to that as well. It is the little moments in life that make you feel like you truly have everything you need, even when you haven't reached all your goals. I think that's beautiful. So if that speaks to you, let me know. But it certainly does for me. And we'll leave her there and see what we can come back to. So yeah, that's my little thing. Like I said, it'll get better over time, but I hope you like that. So let's put these out the way and let's talk about stitching. That's what you're all here for. So since my last video, I'm just going to go straight into hashtag Stitch for Pride 2022. Because that's what I've been working most on. So if you don't know, you need to get over to Instagram right now. Like pause this and go over and follow D's 20 Stitches. They have put together this amazing learning module set for us all to learn about Pride, because it's Pride Month. So you're gonna go, okay, and now you're back. Now you've learned about Holst. Wonderful, great, glad you're here. So each day in June we get a learning module, so a video to watch, an article to read, something, donating to a mutual aid fund or a charity. And then after you have done that, after you've done your learning for the day, then Dee gives you a prompt based on that learning to then stitch on. It's a basic challenge, monthly challenge thing, but you've got to do the learning. Do the learning first, then you can stitch. And that's the beauty of this, I think, that and they've put so much work into this. Like, I can't even tell you how much. And it's all in a spreadsheet, and they've given us like the little social squares and stuff. It's brilliant, and I can't wait for more. And thank you, Dee, just thank you. So my work for this first kind of week. What are we on? 8 days now? It's the 9th, and I haven't done it yet because I usually do it on an evening. So the first 8 days, I'm just going to go through. So June 1st, I haven't written down what the prompts were, but I'll just show you the stitching. I'm sure that's okay. So for June 1st, 4th, 7th and 8th, I worked on Modern Folk Embroideries, Move Forward in Love, Sal, it's MFE Pride Sal, hashtag. I'm sorry, I feel like I should have had a throat sweet or something. I'm going to carry on. So this is what I've done so far. I'm doing this on 28 count. I think it's either like an even weave or like a Quaker cloth type of thing. It was just there. It is white. And I'm going to tell you my thought process on this white. So I wanted it white because there's so much colour, so much bright colour, and I wanted them all to shine in their own right. Now, I don't like a lot of people, I don't like stitching white on white. So I have just left the words as open fabric. This is like just the marker pen that will wash out. Because I don't want to go, I'd have to stitch the words first to then go around it in the colour. Because I don't know if you find, but I find if I do a colour and then I try and fill it in with white, when I'm stitching, it picks up fluff and then the white gets discoloured and it's not very nice. So I've just left it, and it should be, it looks okay. It doesn't look good there, and especially with the little marker pen marks that I haven't washed out yet, it makes it look a bit mucky, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm gonna leave all of the white just negative space because it's framed by a color, so it's not gonna look odd. But I have filled in the white on the flag because that's an actual part of the pride flag, and I didn't want to leave that out because this isn't part of the pride flag. This is just words, and the rest of it's just in the motifs. But it's not the pride flag without the white bit, so I had to stitch it. Otherwise, it would just not be right. So then I thought, if I am putting this in, should I be doing the white? And part of it is no, because I don't like stitching white on white. But then I thought, if I leave it, it's like it's not completely finished, and our work is not finished. We need to keep moving forward in love. We need to keep this momentum going, keep pride going, keep the education going. So that's my interpretation of leaving it blank, leaving it unfilled in order to fill it with that love. And I've been thinking about it, and it sounds cheesy, and now I've just said it out loud, and it is really cheesy, but that's my thought with that, is to remind me to always fill it up. Work is never done with this. So yeah, that's how far I've got. I'm just doing like one length of colour at a time, just because it's so lovely to get a lot of colour in. And yeah, I will show you my back because I'm really, I mean, I don't care about backs, but that's tasty. That makes me really happy. And I think it was, I said it was 28 count, but it is 1/1. And it's just, I love 1/1 on 28 count. It's lovely. It's lovely. So yeah, that is Monfreg Embroidery, Move Forward in Love, MFE, Pride, Sal. I love my, it's not a Pride flag needle minder, it's just a rainbow needle minder, but I thought it went quite well. And I will talk about more of that in my haul. So what else did I work on? Imperial. So I only worked on this one day, but this is my Scarlet Quince Moe Imperial. Full coverage, yada yada yada. It is on my WhipGo board as well. I've kind of parked WhipGo while I'm doing this Stitch for Pride. So I can't remember what the prompt was, but on my WhipGo it's like to do the rest of the letters. So that's what I've started doing, and it's obviously so confetti heavy, and I don't park my threads, so I have to choose a colour, stitch it, end the thread, but then I've got, and there's loads of blends, so it's not like I can just put it back on the bobbin. I could make like a little card with the symbols, and I've been through that, and it was just too much. So I just go ahead and I use it wherever else. So that's why it's a bit sparse. So let me show you. That's my back compared to my other one. I don't care about backs. It gets framed. Nobody sees it. I try not to carry too much over the white space, because again, this is not filled in. Let me show you. This white bit is not filled in white, so you're not gonna have the coverage to see when I hold it up like that, like you can see me carrying my threads, but because this is full coverage, that won't matter to me anyway. And as long as it doesn't get too bulky, I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, that's what I stitched on for June 2nd. So this, like I said, did I say Scarlet Quince Moe Imperial? It's on 18 by 18. Ooh. It's on 18 count Ada, 2/1. And it's my oldest whip. That was it. That was the prompt. It's my oldest whip and probably the least done. So I need to get a move on with it. That's why it's on my WhipGo. So yeah, that's that one. Water. Are you hydrating? You need to go hydrate. So June 3rd, and actually today's stitch as well, will be Rocapier. So this is by Truevale Stitch Kits, who is local to me, and she's just gone full time. Jen lives in Whitley Bay, I think, which is just over the river from me, and she's amazing. I just love all of her designs, and she's gone full time as Truevale Stitch Kits now. So scary for her, but I'm so excited. And I left her a little comment, and she said, like, I had a little role in helping her do that. So I was so proud. So this is one of hers. This is a whip that I've adopted for someone else, a lady called Jill, who lives somewhere else in the country now. I can't remember, but this is a scene from Sunderland, which is just south of me. And she used to live there, so she wanted this to stitch this. But it's 18 count 2/1 again, but she finds this too small for her eyes. So she wanted someone to stitch it for her and then send it back to her so she could enjoy it. So I get to do the stitching and Jill gets to enjoy it. So I've just been like going around the the colours. So there's like gradients of colours for the sunset. I hope I'm putting pictures up, otherwise this makes no sense whatsoever. Future Helen, do your editing. So then I can just go in and fill in when I need to do some filling. And I love it. So again, I can't remember. I think the third was something about birds. So it's got birds. And I can't remember. Oh, it was vacation. And I don't really have a vacation whip, but this seems to be appropriate because it's at the beach. And what else? I can't remember. I'm terribly prepared. So, yes, this is Rogue-Appear by True Veil Stitch Kits. And what else? So I think that's all I've worked on for A Stitch for Pride, but I've also been working on my stocking because that is on my Whip Go board and still on my Whip Go from May. So I by my Whip Go board I should have finished this in May, and it is now the 9th of June, but that's okay. So I've worked, let me corral this a little bit. Let me get this side. So I've worked kind of like this section. So I've done the sleigh and the Christmas tree and the people sitting in the sleigh and started on the horse. I think I'll finish this month. I have to then go back and do this bit, which is just fill in at the top. Oh, and then there's the small matter of going back and doing the back stitching. But actually stitching it, I should be done. This is terrible, Helen. What are you doing? I can't see, that's why. So this is, I haven't said, Dimensions Gold Collection Stocking Sleigh Ride at Dusk is what it is. So this is for my daughter Anna, and I'm gonna do another one for me and my husband, and I have another one in case we are lucky enough to have another baby. And I'm gonna finish them all, and then I'm probably gonna send them away to be finished all at the same time. So I need to save up for that. But yeah, just so they're all done the same by the same person. Yeah. So yeah, it's I don't particularly appreciate the fabric because it's so close to the edge, so I can't Q-snap it, which is my preferred method. But it's gonna fit. It's fine. It's just like when I'm coming to this end bit, I'm trying really hard to keep it on the Q-snap. I don't know when I get right to the toe whether it'll just be flapping around. That's my stocking. So it wasn't a prompt, but I would do my reading, do my prompt stitching, and then take this out and work on that, just because I want to get rid of that. Not rid of it, but I want to finish it. So that was my whips. Let's talk about haul. Let's talk about haul. What have I got? So Samantha Claridge, if you don't know, you should go follow her as well because she's amazing. Has designed some new stickers, and I got a couple because I love stickers, but I have anxiety about where to put them. Like, I just want to have the stickers. I can't commit to putting them. But now that I have quite a few, and I've got quite a few from my other like mystery box and stuff, I think I should start sticking them on my bobbin boxes and such. But even that, like even just saying it just gives me anxiety. of like, I'm going to put it in the wrong place or I'm going to regret it. And then I've wasted a sticker. This has been something my whole life. Anyway, let me show you the stickers. So this is probably my favorite. It's a little bow made out of a tape measure. Very cute. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think it's accurate of like how you would make a bow and where the numbers would be and such. I don't know how much research she did on that, but I'm a fan. Then we've got some hoops, making the magic. Oh, magic in the making, sorry. Making the magic's a Disney thing. That used to be mine. I used to have to make magic when I worked at Disney World. Magic in the making. Ooh. Happy stitching. I'm back. My sister-in-law just called me. I can't remember where I was. Stickers. It's gone really dark outside. So one stitch at a time, which I like because like when I'm thinking of like, I'm thinking of working on a whip and I'm a bit daunted by it, or like my chatelaine. I'm not daunted by my chatelaine, but sometimes it's like I want to work on it, but it's just too much. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but then I just think, well, it's just one stitch at a time. You just put one X in, just one X, and then you can stop. Anyway, and then this is from her Zodiac range. So this is not the new range, but just while I was getting stickers, it's a little sticker needle. She does more like sewing, quilting kind of stuff, but I thought that needle in the red was relevant enough for me. So that was my Samantha Claridge stuff. And then Amy at Hello Treacle was having a sale because she is overhauling her stock. I think she's going to come out with some amazing new things, which I'm really excited for. But she's having a sale of things that she's like completely getting rid of in her lines. So these were just some freebie postcards that she sent. You are loved. Just gorgeous. Let the good times roll. And you've got to nourish to flourish, and I need to remember this because literally I will forget to eat and then wonder why I'm feeling crap. You have to nourish. Like that's like the basic, but like obviously you've got to nourish your mental well-being to flourish and be the best self. But literally just feed yourself, Helen, because otherwise you'll feel like crap. So what I got from Amy was a whole load of needle minders. So I don't know if she thought like, what is she doing when she packed this order, when she saw this order come through, because this is the needle minder, the rainbow needle minder that I got from Amy a couple of months ago, and I love it. And then she put those needle minders up for sale, so she's not going to do them anymore. And I'm kind of gutted, but she's going to come out with something better, so you know. But I thought while they were on sale, I would adopt these 4 of the same, and I don't know whether it's just because I'll use them. They're literally all. I'll use them, or I'll give them away because this needs to be in people's lives because it's beautiful. But I just wanted to adopt them. I just wanted to look after them. And then I got some more. So what have I got? Oh, they're all stuck to each other the wrong way around. So I got two of these ones. So this is Craftivist, which is what we're all doing for Stitch for Pride. We are being craftivists. We are crafting for Pride, but we are also doing the work of learning and educating each other and being positive, not just standing by. So I got a Craftivist, Pride rainbow and skin color. So that was those two, and these ones are just like the little button types. Whereas the rainbow bobbin is like the enamel type. And then I got this one, Feeling Stabby. And I think this is from her, like, oh, it's very similar to her Fuck the Tories branding. And if you're not in the UK, you might have heard anyway that Bojo had a vote of confidence and he won it. Like, he won it for like 52 to 48 or whatever it was. I can't remember now. It was very similar to what the Brexit vote is. And that means he won. But anyway, I'm not going to get into it. But it just... Fuck the Tories. And it's not just Boris. Like, things wouldn't be magically better if Boris actually got ousted, because it would still be the Tories and we would probably have like Priti Patel, and I would probably cry at that point. But speaking of fuck the Tories, I had a comment on my last video to say it's not, I can't remember what to say, it's not political, it's just cross stitch. Yes, it's political. Everything is political. Everything you do is political. You make a choice. So that was my first encounter with a troll, if you want to call them that, on my videos. I don't know why, because or why they commented, because literally the thumbnail of the video was me holding fuck the Tories. So if you're offended by that, why would you click the video? And then there's been a lot of other trolls around recently, that I have noticed anyway. So who was it? Fiber Arts Amy. She had a troll. I think she had several ones, but probably much nastier than my troll was. So, and then Kaylee Crossstitch had one on one of her live feeds saying, all you do is play with your cat, you should stitch more. And she was is Stitch Nathy. She made it into a pattern, and then Kaylee was cross stitching. Kaylee was doing it on the next live video, and it's just like, this is our video. Like, if you don't like it, that's fine. We're not trying to please everyone. There are plenty of Flosstube about, and one of them, you're gonna like one of them. Don't tell us how we should do our own videos, because we don't do it for anyone. Like, we just do it for us, and if you're along for the ride, we love that. But we're not pandering to people, because we do it for what we like to do. And if we meet like-minded people, like I have with Imogen, and we've been messaging, it's been beautiful. And I'm not going to change because I get to meet people like Imogen. I'm not going to change for the trolls that tell me it's not political, because it is. Anyway, that was my little soapbox rant. What else? Nothing, I think. Some plans. So I've got the rest of my Stitch for Pride plans ready. Like, I missed like June 5th. I didn't get to stitch, but I still did my reading, and I still posted, because that's important. You still have to do your reading. You still have to do your homework. But I've got the list of what I'll be working on. So there's going to be a few different things coming up the next 2 weeks. I'll talk about them on my next video. But also I was having a reorganize of my stash in order to start Stitch for Pride, get everything that I needed for that ready, and I've drastically run out of project bags. And Tracy, also Twinkle Crafts on Etsy, she's closed down her Etsy store now. She is working full-time at a new job, so she couldn't sustain the business, but she is very kindly making me some more before she gets rid of all her stash. But I've been like doubling up, so I have this one project bag with Sunny St. Mary's and Rokapia in, and they are sharing a Q-snap, and that might be normal for some people to not have a project bag for every whip, but for my mind, I need it to be happy in. So at the minute, doubling up is fine because at least everything's contained. I think that was the issue. Nothing was contained, so I just had piles of like fabric and a bundle of floss, and that made me very nervous, and I didn't know where anything was. So now I have a directory, if you like, on the front of my little cupboard of which project bag things are in now that they've doubled up. But hopefully I'm gonna get some more soon, and then I'll probably just start more things, because then I'll realize that doubling up is okay. What else? So I think that's it. Nothing's really good. I've just spoken to my sister-in-law there, and she said, "How are you?" And I said, "I'm just coasting." And I think that's okay at the minute. My cards are just saying it's okay. You can coast. There's nothing terrible that's around the corner, it seems. My husband's cards are a bit different with his job stuff, so maybe we'll see how that goes. But mine's just like, I'm just coasting, and I'm just enjoying. I am appreciating the little bits of happy in my life, which include getting 4 of the same needle minders. That's what that is. So let me know what your little bit of happiness is. I'd like to know. I'd like to get more comments on here, not just, I don't know how the algorithm works, so I'm not after that. I just like talking to people. So yeah. This is a bit of a weird one, I'm sorry. I wasn't very prepared, and I'm hungry. I'm gonna go nourish myself. I will see you next time, guys. Happy stitching.